mentally destroying to try and explain to people who, like, I don't want to be disrespectful to people's intelligence, but it's like you're listening to a geezer on an elliptical trainer, or whatever those cross trainers are called, right, who, let's be honest, doesn't really have the best track record.
We know you can't make weight. This is why Conor Benn said this is his last time at 147. My guy is making excuses before he loses. Who says that, bro? This is my last fight at 147. My guy, you gonna go backwards just to get that whooped? Oh my gosh, bro. It's fine, bro. We gonna let him. He's just gonna run into it. That dude. It's sad. Conor's gonna get his beat, bro.
I just think he's making excuses for it, and I don't think we're gonna see. We're not gonna see nothing special with Conor Benn at 147. I think Garcia flattens them.
Well, they are professionals, and it is part of the process that you go through to prepare yourself for a fight.
Yeah.
So they know what they can and can't do. They won't be exposing themselves to undue risk. They'll be exposing themselves to the necessary preparation for a fight.
There were lots of connotations, Jim, of what we could have done, but the bottom line of all of it was, it's a mess, because when you're looking at that type of show, which is all based upon 7 title fights taking place, headed up by
Boxing pros are questioning whether Conor Benn is avoiding Ryan Garcia after a sudden training injury, while Eddie Hearn appears increasingly frustrated defending the situation. Hearn's reaction has raised eyebrows because fans are already demanding answers. When an experienced promoter describes the situation as a dirty game, it shows how complicated things have become. Benn's changing story has only fueled more speculation.
It's a mental game, and I can't believe these people are actually going to these lengths. It's unbelievably flattering that people in their position, with their power, want to do things like that. But it's a dirty, dirty game, and I'm just shocked at the way.
Ryan Garcia is showing no sympathy. He is openly questioning Benn's preparation, using trash talk as psychological warfare before the bell even rings. Garcia's message is simple. If Benn was truly confident and ready, why are injuries and excuses suddenly becoming such a major part of the story?
Try his hardest. It's gonna be cool. He gonna be trying to rough me up, do dumb shit like he does, and we're gonna go to work so easy on him. And you guys gonna see my speed, my power, my accuracy, my conditioning. We're gonna be ready for whatever he does. We're gonna take away everything. He's just not as experienced as me. It's true.
Garcia has also continued making claims about what he believes happened behind closed doors in Santa Monica. Whether those claims are accurate or not, the pressure is clearly building. Benn's camp has not provided enough public evidence to silence the speculation, leaving fans wondering what is really happening.
Conor Benn is in Santa Monica having the time of his life. Wildcard West. We know where you at, boy. We know you ain't doing good. We know your sparring ain't what it is. We know you can't make weight. This is why Conor Benn said this is his last time at 147. My guy is making excuses before he loses.
That's crazy to say.
That is crazy to say, bro.
Then came the major development. Conor Benn was reportedly injured in training ahead of the Ryan Garcia showdown, with Frank Warren confirming the shocking situation. Suddenly, one of boxing's biggest upcoming fights was hanging in the balance. Promoters are now considering whether the fight needs to be rescheduled and what happens to fans who already bought tickets.
in that it was hard to replace. And, you know, you're never going to please everybody. So we thought the best thing to do under the circumstances was to reschedule it, and people, what they've bought, if they want to go, they can retain their tickets. If they want a refund,
Adam Smith's reaction captured the shock. Benn had reportedly looked sharp in camp only days earlier, appearing ready for Garcia. Then everything changed. Whatever the exact medical issue, health has to come first. But for fans, promoters, and broadcasters, the timing could not be worse.
I hear I wasn't here in training last night, so that's strange. He's ill. He can't fight if he's ill. Okay, health has to come first, so you feel gut.
Frank Warren also highlighted a major concern. When a headline fight loses momentum, media attention can shift instantly. Ryan Garcia is a major box office attraction, and fans were expecting one of the biggest fights of the year. If Ben cannot compete at his best, the entire promotion could suffer.
The problem once the headline falls away, then it does. I mean, they're great fights. Magnificent Seven is a great concept, great title fights on there. However, all the media were concerned, the most, other than local media from where, for example, where Nathan or any of the other boxers come from, where they're focusing on the local hero. Most of the mainstream, including yourselves, any discussions we had, because talks.
Daniel Dubois' message fits the situation perfectly. Take care of business first. That is now Ben's dilemma. His team must decide whether he can safely continue toward Garcia or whether protecting his long-term career matters more than forcing the fight to happen.
He's on his path, and he's looking good.
You think your paths could ever collide?
Eventually, I think anything can happen.
That it was hard to replace, and you're never going to please everybody. So we thought the best thing to do, under the circumstances, was to reschedule it, and people, what they've bought, if they want to go, they can retain their tickets. If they want a refund,
Dave Coldwell captured the confusion surrounding the pullout. Nobody outside Ben's camp truly knows the extent of the injury. With limited official information, speculation naturally grows.
Well, what's what? Because we've not got the information, so we don't know. So you can only make a judgment on what you know, what you've seen. So it's very, very hard. So on the fighter's point of view, the fighter can't have the face on and be all pissed off with people.
Liam Gaff added another layer of uncertainty by suggesting the problem could involve Ben's ankle, although that has not been officially confirmed. Until doctors and promoters provide clear details, fans are left guessing whether the Garcia fight can still happen on schedule.
Was suffered some sort of ankle injury. Maybe I was just seeing things with that one, but he is injured. It's not really specifying. I don't know why. I'm sure I saw it was ankle, but maybe not. Maybe I was just seeing things.
Johnny Nelson then dismissed rumors surrounding a Wilder-related poisoning scandal, calling the speculation nonsense. His message was clear: boxing needs facts, not fake news. Once a major fight is threatened, misinformation can spread extremely quickly.
Something popped up and said it's fake news that the fight was off and all this sort of stuff was going on about some poisoning, scandal, foolishness, and they tried to shut this thing down. And I'm saying that's fake news. I'm not having that. So let's wait and see. If it's true, that's a shame.
Eddie Hearn later described the situation as genuinely difficult. Ben's team now has to balance his health against the enormous promotional pressure surrounding the Garcia fight. Hearn is refusing to make promises until there is real medical clarity.
Well, we'll see what happens, but that's for them to overcome now, and it's a very difficult situation.
Spencer Oliver made the key point. Medical clearance, not emotion, should decide Ben's fate. Boxing is a dangerous sport, and competing while injured could put Ben's safety and career at risk. Doctors, not promoters or fans, should make the final call.
Be okay, but he will have seen the doctor, and the doctor will make that decision on whether he should fight or whether he shouldn't fight. I mean, listen, this is the hurt business. You can only go in there 100%.
Frank Warren also explained the financial damage. Training camps cost huge amounts of money, from sparring partners and trainers to nutritionists and other specialists. If Ben cannot fight Garcia, much of that investment could be lost. Warren's frustration is therefore about more than the missed spectacle. It is a massive financial setback for the entire team.
It was a big fight. He's trained very hard. If you don't fight, you don't get paid. You imagine the cost involved in a training camp, booking places to set the camp up, bringing the sparring partners in, the nutritionists, the chefs, trainers and everybody, and you don't get paid. It's a massive loss. You can't insure it. Or if you do, it costs a fortune to insure. But very, very disappointed.
Johnny Nelson's call for greater transparency shows how seriously the boxing community is taking the situation. Even insiders are learning details as they emerge, adding to the confusion surrounding Ben's condition.
Unfortunately, there needs to be an inquiry straight after this. Why? What? Well, that's why I'm here, and this news is as fresh to me as it is you. I'm quite sure when this goes out, it'll be all over the place.
So, there you have it. Conor Benn's injury has thrown the Ryan Garcia showdown into serious doubt. Frank Warren has discussed rescheduling. Eddie Hearn has admitted how difficult the situation is, and fans are demanding answers. Nobody knows yet whether the fight will be postponed, refunds will be issued, or another opponent could step in. Until official medical information arrives, everything remains uncertain. This story is far from finished. The next update on Conor Benn's condition could completely change the future of Ryan Garcia's blockbuster showdown. Do you think Ben will recover and make the fight, or is this fight finally over? Let us know in the comments.